Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Thank you all for being here. In today's pick a card reading, we'll be asking, should you trust your love interest or partner? Once you choose your card, you can find the timestamps in the description box below, which will take you directly to your reading. And if this reading resonates with you, please like, subscribe, and click the bell to be notified of my future videos. And if you would like to book a private reading or a private Reiki session with me, you will also find the link for my website in the description box below. And for pile number 1, we have the rainbow fluorite. Pile number 2, we have the lavender fluorite. And pile number 3, we have the green fluorite. Okay, let's go ahead and choose your cards. Pile number 1, should you trust your love interest or partner? For pile number 1. And pile number 2, should you trust your love interest or partner? Okay. Pile number 3, should you trust your love interest or partner? Okay, pile number 1, again you have the rainbow fluorite. And your card is Phoenix. Pile number 2, you have the lavender fluorite. And your card is Bat. And pile number 3, you have the green fluorite. And your card is Fox. Please take as long as you need choosing your pile, and I will see you in your readings. Hello, pile number 1. You have the rainbow fluorite, and you also have the Phoenix card. And I got a couple things with this Phoenix card. First of all, I think that you have either a great attraction toward this person, or you are in a relationship with this person and you have a lot of passion with this person. Now, another meaning that I get from the Phoenix is that one or both of you, so let's just take you for instance, you might be coming out of a situation that was traumatic for you or maybe hurt your trust. And so you might be trying to trust, but you're feeling like maybe you shouldn't trust. Does that make sense? So it could be that you're feeling untrustworthy, but maybe there isn't a reason for that other than what happened in your past. And then as far as if this is about the other person might have come out of a really stressful relationship in the past, not, I mean, maybe recently, but, may have had past relationships that were toxic and maybe they're slow to open up. And so maybe you're thinking, okay, should I trust this person? Should I not trust this person? And then also maybe you're here and just because you want to know, should I trust this person or not? And maybe you're not really feeling any signs of anything and you just want to know, maybe you're dating and you have an interest in this person and you're just curious. So it could be any of those. I will definitely let you know anything that I find here. And I will be honest and I will not sugarcoat things. So just keep that in mind as we go forward. Okay. Spirit, we're asking for pile number 1. Should pile number 1 trust their love interest or partner? We have thought. It looks like you're giving it a lot of thought. Maybe you're being cautious, not sure if should you trust, should you not trust, which, I mean, this can be good because it does look like there could be passion here, there could be a lot of attraction here. But if you're taking your time to feel things out in the midst of this attraction and this kind of draw that you feel toward this person, then that's great. That means that you're protecting yourself so that you're not just going to jump right into something. So that it could be that, or it could be that maybe if you are in a relationship or even just in the beginning of seeing somebody, you might have seen something or read something or heard something that gave you pause, that made you think about things, questioning things, wanting more information about things, contemplating things, not sure which way you want to go. So let's look at your other cards. Go from there. We'll put the picture together as we go along. Okay, another thing that the Phoenix could be is maybe you did see something and now you're thinking about starting over. Maybe you're thinking about leaving this relationship or not pursuing this person that you recently met. So let's see what else we can get for you. Grace. Like I said, I think you're taking your time. I think you don't want to make assumptions. You don't want to think something without putting a lot of thought into it. You also know your worth. You know that you're worth more than putting up with something that's not good for you. And so before you make a move one way or the other, you're going to give it a lot of thought. You're not one that I see with this card and this card together. You're not one to kind of have a thought in your mind and then kind of fly off the handle or run with it. So it seems like now you're gathering information, trying to figure things out, trying to use your intuition, trying to see how you really feel about things, like in your gut also, trying to really, really get a grasp on what are these things that I'm thinking? What are these things that I'm feeling? Okay. Spirit, can we find out more information for pile number 1? Should pile number 1 trust their love interest or partner? The Sailor, new influences and wanderlust. You two seem to really have a lot in common. It seems like you have been swept up in your emotions. Again, like I said here, there might be a lot of passion between the two of you. And it seems like you both like each other. You're both interested in each other. You have adventures you want to go on together. You both feel like this connection is where it's supposed to be right now. I don't know if that makes sense. Like where it is right now, it feels positive. It feels good. It feels, or this could be where it was too. So either now or at some point it felt like, oh, this is the person of my dreams. I can do all these things I wanted to do with this person, maybe travel, go on vacations, create things, just kind of live your life and have fun. So we'll find out if this is now or if this was in the past. Okay, what else can you tell us for pile number 1? Should they trust their love interest or their partner? The Weaver, rediscovery and transition. Well, this card is interesting because the Phoenix has kind of a transitory feel to it as well. The Weaver, rediscovery and transition. Are you rediscovering each other? Are you trying to get the spark back that we see here and that we see here? Are you not sure exactly what's going on? Rediscovery. So maybe you gave your partner a second chance. Maybe something happened. And when I say, should you trust your partner, that doesn't necessarily mean that we're asking, is your partner faithful? This could mean an array of things. Maybe your partner broke your trust in a different way and you gave it some thought. You gave the situation some grace. You remembered all the good times that you had and how connected you were. And now you're trying to rediscover your relationship. You're trying to rediscover each other. So this could even be a situation like, let's just say your partner was working way too much and you were feeling neglected. Maybe here you're all alone, you're feeling neglected, you're not sure if you want to stay in this relationship, and then your partner changed their hours at work, or they got a different job where it's not so stressful and they're not working 60 hours a week, whatever it is. So we'll see what your tarot cards have to say, but that's what I'm getting so far. Let's see what we have here. Okay, Spirit, we're asking for pile number 1. Should they trust their love interest or partner? For pile number 1. Okay. We have the Devil card. So there definitely seems to be something that came up in your relationship, or this could even be a feeling that you have. And I'm going to try to talk in general terms to the point where this could be a relationship that you've been in, or a new relationship where you're just trying to get to know somebody. So you might have a feeling that something's not right. This doesn't necessarily have to be a feeling that somebody is being unfaithful or that they will be unfaithful. Like I said, this could be work, this could be family, this could be somebody trying to interfere in things. This could also be, like I said in the beginning, that you may have a fear that you're bringing into this relationship from a past relationship. So in a past relationship, if somebody didn't spend enough time with you because they were working too much, or maybe they were unfaithful, or maybe their family was interfering in your relationship, you could be bringing those fears into this relationship. So we'll find out what this Devil card is. It could literally be another person. It could be a situation. It could be time. It could be your own fears. Because remember, this is right under the Thought card. So are you thinking about something too much? Are you giving life to your fears when there's no basis for that? We'll find out. Then we have the Seven of Cups. You're definitely not sure if what you're seeing is true. And we're going to find out if this is the past or if this is current. This card gives you reason to want to look into something further. And remember, this is halfway under the Thought card. So are these fears creating these illusions? Or is your intuition showing you that things aren't exactly what they seem to be? Or that something's off? Is somebody lying to you? Okay, let's find out. The King of Swords. So this person that I'm seeing right here in this card does not seem to be somebody who would be lying to you. This is somebody who's pretty straightforward. This is someone who has been through some relationship BS before, and they're not playing that anymore. They're not wanting this. They're not open to this. So is this you or is this your partner? Let's find out. The Six of Swords. Okay, I think this is you. This King of Swords is you. You have been through a lot. You don't want to deal with things that you dealt with in the past. If something's not working with you, you are going to walk away. And that is going to be difficult for you, but you know that it's going to be easier to walk away now than it will be later. Whether this is a new situation or a relationship that you've been in for a while, you know that if your needs aren't being met, if somebody is not treating you the way that you feel you should be treated, you're not going to stay here. And part of the reason for that is because of what you experienced in the past. The Eight of Swords. So you really feel like you don't know exactly what's going on. You feel like you almost feel trapped by your thoughts because you're not sure if you're hearing your intuition or if you're hearing your fears. And what I'm seeing here is that you may feel that you want to leave, but you're not quite sure exactly what's going on. You're not sure exactly what you're feeling. And there may be something that came up that was brought into the mix with the new influences here. Maybe you were feeling like this blissful happiness, and then all of a sudden there was some other influence that came in that made you feel like, oh, maybe I wasn't seeing things the way they are, or I wasn't seeing the whole situation. And so that could be where this card comes in with the rediscovery. You're trying to rediscover what's really going on, trying to get in touch with your feelings. And here you're feeling like you can't move one way or the other. The Queen of Cups. With the Queen of Cups, you know that you deserve the best. You know that you deserve your king. Again, you've grown a lot in your life. You've really come to know who you are, what you want, what you don't want. You feel that you have a lot to offer with the Grace card and the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is graceful. The Queen of Cups is in touch with their feelings, their emotional side. So with the King of Swords, maybe this person wasn't giving you enough passion, enough romance. Maybe that's why we saw the passion here. Maybe you need more passion in your life. Maybe this person is just sort of too intellectual and not really expressing or showing their emotions enough for you to feel happy. The Ace of Cups. So I do feel like this person does have feelings for you. I feel that if this person hasn't been expressing their emotions, if they haven't been showing you how they feel, I do think that communicating this with them, talking about your feelings with them, will be able to change things. I feel that the Devil and the Seven of Cups, I don't necessarily feel that this is someone else. I think that a situation is making you feel uncomfortable. There's some sort of situation that you're not really happy with, and you're hoping that you can change it, hoping that you can work through this, because it seems like you had all these high expectations in the beginning, or you were experiencing that, and then something changed along the way. We have the King of Pentacles. With the King of Pentacles, this is a person who is faithful. This is a person who is grounded, but this is also a person who works very, very hard. So remember what I said about it could be someone working too hard? This person, if they're working late, or they have to run here or run there before they come home, it could be that you're making up scenarios in your mind, and this person truly is working. The King of Pentacles is not someone who's going to lie to you. The King of Pentacles is a family man, a family person. It doesn't have to be a man. This could be a woman, but it's more of a masculine energy. And this person doesn't have time to play games either. This person doesn't have time to lie. Let's see what else we can get connected to the King of Pentacles. We have the World card. I think this person wants to offer you the world. This person, what I get from this card is that this person is working really hard trying to give you a better life, or trying to accomplish something in their own life. So let's just say, for instance, if this person is trying to get a promotion, or they're in school and they have to, finish this last year of school, and then they'll be free, and then they'll be through this kind of transition where they can give you more of what you need. But there is transformation that's not that far off. Things are going to change. See, this is below the King of Swords, so it has something to do with thoughts with work, trying to understand something, trying to get a promotion, trying to prove yourself. So there's definitely something going on here with work, I think. The Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords and the Six of Swords. I think this person would feel devastated if you left. And I think they might be worried that you are going to leave. They might be worried that you can't stick it out with them. They might be worried that you think you deserve better. But they don't really have a choice. If you decide you want to go, they're going to have to let you go. But they would be devastated. They would feel like literally like there's been a death. They would feel horrible. And they might feel like they wish they could have done better. But whatever this is that they're working on, this is something that they have to do for themselves. And what I see here is that they hope that you see, there's a little rose here. This person is holding a rose. It's almost like they were just a minute too late. Can you see that here? It's like they were just a little too late, and you couldn't hang on for just another year or another couple months or however long this is, because I see that this person didn't want this to happen. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, see, this person is kind of stuck in between two things, where they want to hold on to you, but they also can't let go of what they're doing. So I really think this is work. If they're trying to get a promotion, or if they're trying to become a partner, or, you know, whatever it is, finish school so they can get a better job, so they can take care of you better, so that they can provide for the household better, they feel like they can't let go of either one of these things. But what seems to be slightly more important at this moment in time is whatever this is with work or school or something here, because it's like they've come so far, they can't let it go. Like they have to finish this. I think they've also put a tremendous amount of money or time or effort or whatever this is into that situation, and they just cannot let it go. Maybe they have a lot of student loans, or maybe somebody is getting through med school and then has a residency, and I don't know what all those steps are, but I know it's a tremendous amount of work and it seems to go on forever. Let's see what your last card is. Okay, so we have the Three of Cups. So what I see here, let me kind of summarize this reading and then come back to the Three of Cups here, because we asked, should you trust your love interest or partner? So to answer that, I'm going to say yes, in the sense that I don't see that this person is being unfaithful. I think that the Devil card here is a situation and not a person. And the Seven of Cups, I think, is you kind of looking at this situation. Remember, this person looking down, thinking about something, and this person is looking down, thinking about something. I think you're wondering, will things change? Should I take a chance on this person kind of coming back? So it seems like this is a relationship that you've been in for at least a little while, maybe not completely long term, but I don't think this is somebody that you have just met. This feels like something that's longer term. And I think you've become frustrated, or again, I do feel that there is something from your past that you're bringing into this relationship that's causing you to feel hurt or fearful that maybe this person isn't putting all of their time and effort into this relationship because of you. But that's not true. This person has a lot of love for you and really does want to give you the world. But they can't give you the world right now because they're in some situation that they have to finish. And this situation has to do with work or school, something around that, or something that's similar that maybe I'm not thinking of right now. It could even be maybe this person doesn't live with you. Maybe they live out of state and they can't make that move right now because of circumstances that they're in the other location. And so you might have fear that they're not making that transition, that they're not making that move because they have somebody else, but it's not someone else. It's work or school. It's some sort of situation. Okay. I think this person's telling you the truth. And make sure also that you are communicating with this person. Make sure that you're communicating, you know what, I'm feeling like maybe I need to walk away from this situation, because if you communicate that with this person, with the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles combined, this person would take the time to talk to you. It'd take the time to reassure you. And this could be why we have the Eight of Swords here, where you feel stuck. You feel stuck, but you know that you deserve better. So should you trust this person when they tell you it's not always going to be like this? At some point it is going to get better. I'm not always going to be stuck in this situation working so hard. Yes, I think you can definitely trust this person, especially with the Ace of Cups here. The Ace of Cups always reminds me of like a protection card, and protecting emotions, protecting movement forward. So you have this card here, and it's right next to the King of Pentacles. So definitely this relationship can transform. Remember, we have rediscovery. So once the situation completes, and like I said, I don't think it's that far off because you have the World card here. Now, saying it's not that far off is relative. It could be a year, but I don't really think it's more than a year. I think it's a year or less. Okay, and remember, this person would feel devastated if it didn't work out between you. And so again, with the Phoenix and also rediscovery and transition and the Weaver, it's like going from one phase to another, just like the World card, completing something, starting something new. So I feel that you can move from this phase into the Three of Cups, which is celebration, coming together, happiness, abundance. So if you were feeling a lack over here, if you stick with it, I see that you can have abundance with this person. You can have your wanderlust with this person. You can take that vacation. You can spend more time together and really appreciate each other and spend more time together. So that is everything that I'm seeing here. I hope that was helpful. I hope it made sense. And I hope to see you in another reading. Hello, pile number 2. You have the Lavender Fluorite, and you also have the Bat card. The first thing I got with this card is your intuition. Your intuition is heightened right now for some reason. Maybe you're getting back out into the world. Maybe you want to start dating, and so you really have your intuition on high alert because you don't want to get into a bad situation or you don't want to get your heart hurt. So it seems like as you're flying through the darkness, either looking for a relationship or in your current relationship, it seems like you don't have all the information yet, but you're very intuitive, so you're trying to use your senses to like literally see through the dark. So if this is a new dating situation, then that would be that you don't know who these people are yet. You know, potential dates, not that you're dating multiple people, just, you know, if you're going on dates trying to get to know people. And if you're in a relationship, then to me this means that maybe you think something's not quite right, so you're trying to use your intuition to figure it out, see if something might be going on. So let's look at your cards, see what other information we can get. For pile number 2, should pile number 2 trust their love interest or partner? Okay, this one wants to come out. We have gentleness. And again, there's birds flying here. Gentleness. So I think you're trying to perceive the information. You're trying to gather the information without saying anything. So if you're going out on a date with somebody, I think you're listening, you're paying attention, and then whether you're in a new relationship or been in one for a while, I think you're watching things. You're letting your intuition guide you instead of saying something. You're more observing what people say, what people do, and then what your intuition tells you about the situation. Let's see what else we have for you. Expression. Yeah. You're definitely watching the situation. You want to see what's going on. You want to take it all in and see how you feel about it. And also, I think that you're listening to your intuition instead of being distracted by what looks attractive to you. So if you look at this card, all these butterflies and how colorful and how pretty they are, I think before, when you got those butterflies and you were feeling excited and you wanted to just dive right into something, you were distracted by how good something looked. So now I think you're trying to use your intuition instead of that. And that can go for a new relationship or a relationship that you're already in. So maybe if this is a current relationship, it could be that you just dove right into this relationship. You felt the butterflies. This person seemed to be everything you wanted. And then it seemed like maybe something was kind of off, or your intuition started to kick in, and so maybe now you're not sure. Let's see what your other oracle cards have to say. Okay, Spirit, for pile number 2, please. We're asking, should pile number 2 trust their love interest or partner? Okay. The guide, inheritance and correction. The guide, inheritance and correction. You're definitely trying to figure something out. You're letting your feelings guide you. And you're trying to correct anything that you may have done, which goes back to the butterflies here. Feeling all the feels when you first meet somebody and it's exciting and you just want to go forward. So now you're either trying to correct that and listen to your intuition first, or you did that and you're trying to say, okay, let me slow down a little bit. Let me think about things. Okay, what else? Perseverance and faith, the priest. Well, whatever it is, I don't see you giving up right now. I don't see you giving up so far. I see you watching. I see you looking. I see you watching. I see you using your intuition and listening to your thoughts and your feelings like at the same time, and trying to listening to all of those at the same time, but trying to keep them separate and not getting them confused with each other. Does that make sense? It's like you're trying to feel the situation with all of your senses without getting distracted by one of them or the other. So you're trying to use your intuition and not your ego. You're trying to listen to your feelings without getting caught up in your feelings. Okay, let's go. And this is all going to make sense. It's all going to come together. So let's go ahead and look at your tarot cards now. Spirit, we are asking for pile number 2. Should pile number 2 trust their love interest or their partner? The Four of Pentacles. Well, I see you being very protective of your time, of yourself, being protective of what you have to offer, because I think that you do have a lot to offer. I think you have worked on yourself. I think you're a good person, and I think you're protective of your heart, and you don't want to waste your time. You have come a long way from where you used to be in relationships. I think you've probably learned a lot of lessons in relationships, and you don't want to go back. You don't want to repeat those lessons again. And I think that's why you're the bat, why you're have like this hypersonic intuition, and why you're trying to listen to that intuition opposed to just your feelings. Does that make sense? Okay, then we have the Emperor. You see this person as somebody who could be like your dream person, somebody who has a lot to offer you, somebody who is attractive, somebody who maybe even gives you gifts or compliments, somebody who even, talking of compliments, who seems to compliment you. If you look at these two people, the way they dress, the way they carry themselves, there's a sense of like grace and sophistication here. So, and even if it's not grace and sophistication in your particular case, it could just be that you have those traits, or not those traits, but like personality traits that are the same with each other. So maybe you're both have a great sense of humor. So that could be what this similarity could represent. It doesn't necessarily have to be that you dress well and that you're graceful. So you're really hopeful. Again, especially with the butterflies, you feel that this could be a good connection. You feel that this person could be everything that you're wanting. Ace of Pentacles. You're really hoping that this person can match you in the sense of what you can offer to a relationship. You're very serious about wanting a relationship. You're very serious about protecting a relationship, growing a relationship, starting something new, and putting a lot of effort into it. I think that you're a person who really takes relationships seriously, and you also take your time and your good heart. You take all those seriously, and you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to inherit a problem. We have the King of Swords. You want somebody who can match you intellectually as well. You want someone who can grow with you. You want someone who can build a life with you. Someone who's very strong, someone who doesn't lie, somebody who doesn't say one thing but mean another, even though they're not meaning to lie. So you're looking for someone who is very strong-minded, very strong-willed, intellectual, and it seems like this person is very intellectual, but do you need more comforts? Do you need more somebody who's more romantic? Is that an issue that you're having here? Because the King of Swords and the Emperor might not be high on the romance side because they're so intellectual and they're so strong and they're so like masculine. And this doesn't have to be that this is a man. This could be a woman, but the woman could have masculine qualities, or, you know, let's see what else we have. The Ten of Pentacles. So it seems like, well, okay, you definitely want to get married. You definitely want to have the house with the husband, with the kids, with the cat and dog, your extended family and your partner's extended family is very important to you. So to you, you're looking at your partner, but you're also looking at their family as well. You want somebody who can provide for you, provide with you, because you're already established on your own. You have a lot going on for yourself. So you don't need somebody to necessarily take care of you, but you do want somebody to be able to provide for you and with you. We have the Death card. I think if this person can't provide this for you, if somebody isn't faithful, isn't a stand-up person, that you will walk away because you don't have time for that. You want your family, you want a steady, stable life. Because you've put your work into yourself. You've healed yourself from past relationships. You've worked on your career. You've worked on yourself. I think you've done a tremendous amount of healing. And so you want somebody who can match that. And if they can't, then you're not going to stick around. Okay, let's see. The Nine of Pentacles. Whoever this is that we're talking about here, this person has a lot of positive feelings towards you. This person, if they haven't acknowledged it, they've acknowledged it to themselves. They think that you have put a lot of effort into who you are, a lot of effort into becoming who you are. They also know that you're very independent, and like the Death card, that you don't need anybody, and if somebody doesn't meet your expectations, you have no problem walking away from that. But this person admires you. They think that you've worked very hard. They think that you've built a beautiful life. But they also know that you're kind, you're gentle, you have a lot to offer. Attractive also. And they know that, how do I say this? They know that they can't like pull, what's that called? Pull the wool over your eyes. They know that there's no way, and not that I'm saying that they want to, I'm just saying that they know that you mean business, and that they wouldn't be able to get away with anything with you, because I think they have a sense that they know somehow they know how intuitive you are and how in tune you are with other people. Okay, the Queen of Swords, yeah. This person doesn't want to cross you. I'm getting the sense that this person is trustworthy. This person, especially you have the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords, I think you might match each other in intelligence, in the way that you communicate. I think you both might be really good communicators. I don't see either one of you sugarcoating things, especially you. I don't see you sugarcoating things. I see things with you being black or white, and there really isn't much in between. And the Queen of Swords is below the Emperor here. I feel that you're both on the same level as far as intellectually and with your careers. I feel that, and that doesn't mean that you're both like, that doesn't mean that you're both like doctors or, something like that. You could just be successful in whatever career it is. So I'm not necessarily saying that you've spent, 20 years in school trying to get an education, but I'm saying that whatever career you have, or your business, or if you're still in school, you work very, very, very hard, and you're both more of intellectual minds. And I think that's where you connect. So does that make sense? Where I see that you've both built this empire, but it doesn't necessarily have to be something that took you 20 years to do. Then we have the Wheel of Fortune. I really think you can trust this person. I think this person is different from people that you have encountered in the past. This person wants to take a chance on you. This person wants to see how things can grow and where you can take things. And I think this person's also been through a lot in the past too. I think this person has been through a lot in the past with other people not understanding their drive to get to where they are today. And so I think that that is where this other person might come into this with a little hesitation, because they also want to make sure that you match where they are. They want to make sure that you can handle them intellectually, that you are on that same page as they are. Because some people are more relaxed and some people are intellectual 24/7 and they can't quite get out of that. Does that make sense? I'm not saying that either one is right or wrong. I'm just trying to explain to you what they might be worried about. Like, can you keep up with that? Can you match that? The Hanged Man. I think you're both feeling kind of similar about each other. Not quite sure what's going to happen. What is this going to lead to? So I'm getting the feeling here that this might be a new relationship, a new situation, or maybe you've come to a bump in the road in a relationship that you've been in for a while. And either way, you're observing things, you're not jumping right into things. You have a lot of kind of slower movement, feeling things, getting a feel for how things are going, how things have been moving up to this point, getting different perspectives, feeling like, well, I think this is going to be different. I think this is a good situation, but also not jumping right into things. The Queen of Cups. And then we have a softening of emotions. And this is connected to the Ten of Pentacles. So what I'm seeing so far, when we get back to the question, should you trust your love interest or partner? I am not seeing anything in here that is saying that you should not trust your love interest or your partner. What I'm seeing is that you're both being cautious because you've both built your own lives individually, and you don't want, neither one of you want to share your lives with just anybody. You want to make sure that the person you share your life with matches you on all levels. Of course, you're going to have your differences, but those things that are very important to you, those things that mean the most to you. And so once you get through that, I see the softer side coming out. I see you're loosening up a little bit, able to express yourselves more fully, able to embrace this connection that you have with this person. And relaxing a little bit and feeling a sense of comfort, a sense of love, joy, compassion, strength, and a connection. There's like a really strong connection that I feel is developing here. And we have the Two of Wands. This is a really interesting card for your last card here. So with the Two of Wands, this goes back to pretty much everything, pretty much everything that I just said. With the Two of Wands, this represents both of you, and this also represents where you're both at in this situation. So you both have your own lives, and you have already met this person, you have already been seeing this person for a little while, and now you're contemplating, where does it go from here? What do I want? Do I want to walk away? Do I want to stay in this relationship? Do I want to make this a relationship? Maybe you're just kind of seeing each other casually right now. You're both in the same place. You're both very similar too. I think you both want pretty much the same thing. And I don't think that either one of you are lying or deceptive or hiding anything. Maybe you're not completely expressing everything right now, But I think you're both great communicators, and I think that if you sit down, like if you say, you know what, I want to sit down and talk about this, I think you would both be open to that. Timing might be an issue. Maybe you don't have time right now, or you need to get your schedules to line up together. And so I'm not really seeing what's going to happen with this relationship, because with the Two of Wands right below the Death card, you could call it quits and move on and go about your separate lives. That's undetermined here because you're both trying to figure out what it is that you want to do. But just remember that, yes, you can trust this person. I hope that this made sense. I hope that I answered some of your questions. I do believe I answered the main question of the reading, so that's good. And I hope to see you in a future reading. Hello, pile number 3. You have the green fluorite, and you also have the fox. Well, I get 2 things from this card. So if you know anything about foxes and what they can mean in a reading, they can definitely mean that there is deception going on. There could be some cloak and dagger kind of activity. Someone who's cunning, someone who's trying to trick you. However, the other thing this can mean is that your mind is playing tricks on you. So it could be that in your past relationships, somebody was the fox. Somebody was deceptive. Somebody was playing mind games with you. And now you have a problem trusting people. So this does not necessarily mean that no, you can't trust this current person. This could literally be in your mind. But we're going to look at the cards. We're going to see what they say. And I will tell you honestly what I see. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything here. So let's go ahead and start with your oracle cards and see where this story goes. Okay. Spirit, we're asking for pile number 3. Should pile number 3 trust their love interest or partner? We have healing. What I get from this card is that you've been through a lot. You're trying to heal from the past, and first of all, you definitely don't want to go back to a situation that you were in before, the same type of situation. Now, does this mean that you were with somebody and they weren't being completely honest with you and now they want to get back together with you? Excuse me. That's a possibility. Are they saying that they've changed, like this butterfly here, that they've, transformed their lives? Transform themselves, that they're better now? I'm not sure exactly what this means, but those are some of the scenarios that this could be. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know which scenario we're talking about here. Let's go ahead and get another card. What else can you tell us for pile number 3? Change. Yeah, see, you have the change and you have the butterfly here. Let me take a look at this card and see what I get here. So you have the owl who can see at night, and you have the fox who can also, who's more like nocturnal. So you're all wrapped up here. Are you worried about change? Do you want change? Are you trying to heal and create change? But this person doesn't look well here. So we're going from healing to not feeling well. Here, this person is feeling isolated. They're feeling lonely. This person has their hand on their head, kind of like, oh, why am I in this situation again? I have a headache. My head hurts. My heart hurts. My body hurts. I thought I had healed from, why am I back in this type of situation? Let's see what your other cards say. And it's like I told the last pile, everything's going to come together. We'll get pieces, and then by the end, we'll have a full picture. Okay, for pile number 3, can you please show us, should pile number 3 trust their love interest or partner? The Alchemist, balance, invention, and destruction. Balance, invention, and destruction. So you have healing and change, and this change looks like the opposite of the healing card. And then here you have balance and destruction. So did somebody destruct your balance? Did somebody take your peace from you? Are you trying to get your peace back? Are you worried about losing your peace? Let's see. What else can you tell us about pile number 3? The Fate, accepting help and guidance. Oh, this is interesting. Let me set these aside here. So there's 2 hands here. Can you see that? There's thread connecting these hands together around the wrists, around the fingers. There's a needle here, kind of like connecting these 2 hands together. So are these 2 different people, or is this the same person? Are you connected to somebody and you feel like you can't leave because of this connection? Is this you, where you feel like your hands are tied and you don't know what to do? But then we have the scissors here, ready to cut the ties, ready to cut the connection. These threads are literally wrapped around the fingers, like I have you wrapped around my finger, which could be good or it could be bad. And in this situation, with the Fox card and with this person here feeling so lonely and almost sick, I almost get like my stomach hurts. I get a feeling here of, oh, why is this happening again? Or why am I in this situation? Or just that the situation is just literally making you feel sick to your stomach. Accepting help and guidance. Have other people told you that you need to cut the ties? Have other people told you that the situation is not healthy for you? That you've changed since you've been in this situation? Let's set that down for now, and we'll look at your tarot cards and get some more clarification here. Okay, Spirit, should pile number 3 trust their love interest or partner? Are you getting red flags? Are you getting red flags that are making you feel nauseous, thinking, oh gosh, this seems so similar? Should pile number 3 trust their love interest or partner? The 10 of Wands. You have a heavy burden. You've gone through a lot in your past. In your past relationships, you felt like you were doing everything. You felt like you were trying to keep the relationship together. You were, if you lived together, you were doing the cooking, the cleaning, you were buying the groceries, and your partner wasn't really contributing. You felt emotionally exhausted. You felt like you really didn't want to continue in the situation, that it was literally dragging you down. And I feel like you've healed from that situation. But are you kind of being dragged back into a similar situation? Or is this showing you that if you continue with this, if you've just met somebody, you know, some people love to ignore red flags. And I'm not addressing any fault. I'm just saying that some people feel all the good feelings and just want to ignore the red flags. Believe me, I've been there. So is somebody trying to show you the red flags here? Is somebody trying to tell you that if you continue in the situation, you're going to end up going back to where you were before? Let's see. I have the Death card. Yeah, there is something going on here where it's like you're being taken away from yourself, or you were taken away from yourself before. And then you had to leave the situation because it just wasn't something that you could keep doing. It wasn't sustainable. So you had to leave that situation and heal yourself. The Knight of Swords. It seems like you've had a problem in the past with just jumping into things, feeling the emotions, jumping in head first, and then all of a sudden finding yourself here. So are you trying to change that? Are you trying not to do that now? Are you trying to be more intuitive? Are you trying to figure out what's real and what's not real? Do you feel like your mind is playing tricks on you? Do you feel that maybe you're paranoid because of the past, and so you're not even sure what to think right now, and maybe that's what's causing you all this stress here? We're gonna figure it all out. Yeah, I see you moving a little bit slower now. I see you wanting to contemplate things, wanting to feel things out more, taking your time, going very, very, very slowly, kind of going the opposite. So here you would rush right in, and here you're taking things slowly. You want to feel things out. You want something that's going to last, that's going to have longevity, something that you can take into your future with you. You want something that's balanced instead of destructive. So you're trying to find somebody who offers everything you want. Like, I think you're literally looking for your knight in shining armor. And so that's why you're slowing things down. Something may have caused you to slow down also. You might have jumped headfirst into this relationship or this person, and now you're saying, oh, let's put the brakes on. I'm feeling some things might not be on the up and up here. We're going to get a full picture here as we keep going. The King of Wands. Has this person told you that they've changed? Is this an ex that wants to get back together with you and they've told you that they've changed? And you're not sure if they've changed, and that's why this change card is causing so much pain for you? Or is this somebody that you knew before who came back into your life, and maybe they say they're a different person than they were before? Let's see what goes next to this card. The Page of Pentacles. You definitely need to do more research. There's something that you don't know yet, something that's going to come to light, something that it's almost like on the tip of your tongue, trying to figure out if this person is telling you the truth or not, if you can trust this person. That's probably why you're watching this. But I can tell you there's something that you don't have all the information yet. You're still looking for the information. And I don't really see you. I see that sometimes you want to move forward with this person, but other times you don't. So it's a little bit of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, which could be why we have the healing and change. So there's a little bit of back and forth there. And then here we have the balance and destruction. So back and forth. And then guidance. You're trying to figure things out. Because you're somebody who is faithful. You're somebody who gives your all in relationships. Even when things aren't working out that well in the relationship, you're still putting in the effort. And in the past, it has turned out where you just keep giving it your all, and all of your effort is going into this to the point where it may even distract you from your work, from yourself, from your friends, from your family, from the joy that you used to have in life, and it just kind of sucks the life right out of you. And so I see you trying to be more cautious now. Okay, let's go ahead and look at more cards now and really try to complete this picture. The Tower card. What you were doing in the past was not sustainable. That was not sustainable. And it ended because you could not continue to be in that relationship, in that situation. This could also be you finding out some information that makes you feel like you're going back to the situation that you were in before. Something that's not sustainable, something that doesn't have a strong foundation, something that was never meant to last long. What this could be is a lesson. This could be a lesson for you when you say that you've healed, when you say you've changed, that you don't want the same thing anymore. Sometimes the universe will present the same thing to you, but it looks different. That's when we get the trickster. Spirit will say, okay, you say you've healed, you say you've learned your lesson, here you go. And whatever this is, it looks better. It feels better initially. But then if you don't listen to those red flags, if you don't let yourself feel what you felt before and you ignore all of that, then you'll end up in the same situation that you were in before. What else do we have here? The Four of Cups. I see this person offering something to you, but you're kind of saying, I think I've seen this before. I'm not sure that I want that. I'm not sure I want to participate in that. And this is good. Remember I told you here you don't have all the information yet? There's something that this person hasn't revealed. They haven't said everything. You haven't looked at every angle. Something hasn't completed the picture for you yet. And I think that when you really sit and think about it, you absolutely do not want to go back to the past, because I think whatever this was, not only was it painful and you had to heal from it, it was disruptive. I think it disrupted, like we said with the Ten of Wands, it disrupted your whole life. I think you weren't yourself anymore. I think you weren't really giving any effort to your friends and your family and possibly your job or your career, because it consumed you. It was like this destructive force that was taking over your life. And so now you're a little hesitant. And again, remember what I told you? Spirit's going to offer you something that looks a little bit better than the last time. We have the Hermit card. Well, this is good because I don't see you jumping right into this. I see that you're not ready. I see that you will possibly be making a decision soon. You're looking for the information. Oh, and look at this. Can you see that? It's like a little angel or something looking over you, like watching over you. And then the moon here, that's your intuition. I think you know something's not right here. I think you know something's not right. I think that what this missing piece of information is over here, I think Spirit is going to try to open your eyes to that. I think Spirit is going to try to bring something to light for you, so that if you do choose to leave this situation, you will be doing that knowing that you didn't just leave because you thought your mind was playing tricks on you. You didn't leave because you were bringing the past into this new situation, and that you were not moving forward with this because you were so caught up in the past. I don't think that's the case here. I think that you are listening to the lessons that you learned from the past instead of bringing that paranoia into this situation. Does that make sense? So my point is that I think that you are at a healthy place where you're trying to listen to your intuition, but also trying to figure out, is it your intuition or your ego? So your ego might be like saying like, oh, but I really like this person and maybe I'm just being paranoid because of what I went through before. But your intuition is saying, no, this could be similar to something I went through before. So I hope that kind of makes sense. I hope it makes sense, not kind of. Okay, the Ace of Swords. I see you getting clarity. Remember I talked about the Page of Pentacles and the Hermit. You're getting this piece of information here. Whatever was missing here, you're getting it here. Then you have clarity. Then you're going to know, okay, it's like a, now I know what I can do. Now I know that this situation isn't the best situation for me. Or if you want to move forward, that's your choice. You have free will. But you might even move forward cautiously. You might say, let me just feel the situation out a little bit. If you just met this person, maybe you want to go on a couple more dates with this person, try to get a better feel for things. Or you might take the sword and just cut your ties. Remember here, cut your ties and move on. But the important thing here is that either way, you're going to get clarity about the situation. And with this clarity, you're going to feel better. So if you leave the situation, you're going to realize that you learned your lesson and that you're moving on from this situation. So that's going to be a really nice feeling for you. If you're staying in this situation for a little while, trying to get a feel for things, I think eventually you are going to get your answer. And whether you choose to stay or go at that point is completely up to you. Let's see what your last couple of cards say. The Moon. Yeah, this person is, there's something, you definitely don't have all the information here. I'm going to say that again. You don't have all the information, and this person might possibly be hiding something from you, not telling you something. It's possible that they're being deceptive. It's possible that they're trying to distract you from something, or they're trying to show you who they think you want them to be. And I think you're really getting this type of feeling that something's not excuse me. Wow. Okay. Sorry about that. Sometimes when I'm trying to get a feel on somebody who's being deceptive, I like all of a sudden can't talk. So that's definitely a sign to me that you're missing something here, that something's not on the up and up. But let me show you on this card the way that these little flames are, and there's one right here. And it almost looks like it's lighting up this tower, but this one doesn't have that. So there's definitely a side to this person that is in the darkness, a side to this person that you're not seeing. And I'm not sure how far down the road you will be before you see it. I think you definitely will see it at some point in time. It's up to you if you want to go down that road and see what happens. But I'm telling you, with this Moon card, there's something that you don't know. It could be anything. But this Moon card here bothers me a little bit with you moving forward in this situation. Let's see what else we have here. The Four of Swords. Yeah. So Spirit is telling you to wrap everything up. Spirit is telling you to, first of all, the most important thing for you to do is to take care of yourself. Don't forget how far you've come. Don't forget this healing that took place here. And be aware that you could be going back into a harmful situation that will change all of this healing that you've done. Another thing that Spirit is saying with this card is to take your time. Take a time out. Take your time. Have a rest. Also pay attention if this person wants to, if this person's like very persistent, like, oh, let's go do something tomorrow. And then you say, no, I can't. Oh, let's do something Saturday. No, I can't. Let's do something, like, if there's like this weird sense of urgency that this person has to see you or to do something or to get you to commit to something, that's definitely a sign that you should take a time out also. That's something that just came to me here. So definitely keep your eyes open, take a rest, feel your emotions. So here with the Four of Cups, when you think about this person, how does this person make you feel? Does this person bring back that ick feeling that you had with the situation in the past where you felt like this? So really try to tune into that and ask yourself, okay, if I see myself with this person, how do I feel? And if it reminds you of the past, that is definitely a sign. And then tune into your thoughts. What are you thinking? What things are coming to your mind? Let your mind go, and then what floats to the surface? When you think about moving forward with this person, do you get feelings of sunshine and rainbows, or do you get feelings of, oh, I hope this isn't a repeat of the past? So listen to that as well, these two things. And let me see, let me just look through here. I think we've covered everything. Let's see. Does anybody else, do your friends or do your family know this person? Because accepting help and guidance with this particular card makes me think that somebody else might know this person who might have insight or something. Or do you know about their past relationships? Maybe ask what happened in their past relationships, and maybe they will or won't be truthful about that, but definitely do some more digging. I hope this reading helped you, and I hope to see you in a future reading.